All right. Welcome back to Voxel. I know I already had a running series of this going, but I did already beat the game in that long, maybe 8 hours of recording that's still not posted. But two things I noticed. One, I will say the sound quality was really bad. I've upgraded my sound since then. I've been able to get a new mic, and so my recording audio sounds a lot better. And two, looking back, I noticed that the seed, now that I finished the game, and as you can see, it says personal save. I played a little bit of on my own time. The seed I was using was actually kind of difficult for it being the first run through I did. So I'm gonna start over, and this is just gonna be a new seed. Not to mention that there has been an update to the game since. They added in a wear and tear update where the wear of your vehicles will decrease as time goes on, and you'll have to take them to get them serviced. And performance does start to go down the longer it's been without them being serviced. I do have infinite resources on my save. Maybe if you guys like the game enough, I'll turn it off, but that's just how I'm gonna play for now, and we're just gonna get started. All right. I didn't pick any kind of crazy seed. I kind of just tried to find one that wasn't as difficult as the very first one I got in that game. So this one's not anything crazy. It's just pretty balanced in my opinion. All right, we're gonna start by pausing the time right away. As you can see, we've got wood, coal, and iron all kind of closer together, and I feel like that's gonna make things a lot easier. Let's start with delivering wood, I think. So, also I have 750,000. I thought that said 75,000, and that was about to be a little difficult. I will say I'm also a little rusty because it has been quite a bit since I've played, but I'm fully confident. So, okay, we got the wood factory. We're gonna need trucks, so let's start with not a warehouse. It's a station. We're gonna put a freight station in. It's already 20,000, so I would honestly kind of like it to go like this, so that way I can kind of run the road straight up. But I do want it to really be connected to the town. Maybe, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna put it on this side, and I'll just probably have to build one later. All right, let's put that there. Let me make sure that this road can connect. Lovely. Okay. We got Isengard. I like the name of this town. Also, I found out you can rename towns, but it does cost you cash. So, let's see. I kind of want to just start a warehouse of things smack dab in the middle over here. And to be fair, there's some sand. I didn't get to take a major look at expansion. I really just wanted to see that it wasn't too hard to start on. There's some stone there. Okay, so that's not bad. Let me slap down. Everything's probably gonna move later anyway. I really shouldn't be too concerned. All right, let me slap down a station. And I think I also need a garage. Yep. And I think it's more helpful to put the garage in front of the station, because I'm trying to think if sometimes they get caught up if there's no traffic. I guess it shouldn't theoretically matter. But there you go. And I do see a road here, but I think I'm not going to even bother to connect that there. I'm just going to go straight back. Nice. And with that, we can definitely afford to put another station. It would be really helpful if I could somehow... Perfect. Look at that. All right. And hopefully coal will be the first thing I set up next. I'm going to go the other way. Well, Good thing I'm not in play mode. I also learned it is much better to construct with it paused because time will pass and you will not get a refund. At least a full one. All right, let's buy a couple trucks. Oh yeah, see, they have reliability added in now. I'm gonna go with the more expensive ones, you know. All right, let's call this, I'm just gonna call it Wood 1 for now. Configure it, and let's give it a stop. It's gonna go to Isengard Northeast, load until full, and then it's gonna go to Isengard North and unload full. And I realize I should have tried to indent this. Is this? Yeah, how much does a station cost? Yeah, perfect. All right, I'm gonna try to indent this so that when they do a unload, it doesn't stop traffic. They're gonna kind of pull in, and that should make it a lot more efficient for trucks that need to go by and trucks that don't. All right, and I would honestly like to do the same here, but I think that's a little difficult to achieve for now, so I'm not gonna worry about it too heavily. All right, so we got, let's call this Isengard Wood 1. Or I guess A. I think I like A. I like to use letter conventions instead. Let's get another LV120. And this is going to be Macomb Wood A. We're going to save this as Wood to Isengard. And then Macomb. It's going to do a full load and full unload. And we're going to save that as Wood to Macomb. Cool. And then we can get these guys going. And with that, they're off. A little slow, so put that in fast mode. All right, that's what do you mean? Oh, I moved it. That's right. That's my bad. That is my bad. Because that place is gone. It's actually here. There we go. Now he's not lost anymore. All right, perfect. And I think coal is what we want to do next, so we can get coal going there before they are too bad in business. So, let's see. I'm going to pause again. I know it's a bit of annoying, but let's do a coal mine. Let's see how far out I can get this. Right here. We're going to need a station. I'm not going to put a garage. I'm going to be honest. I'm just going to connect the roads. So, then we'll buy LV120. These are the same name. Oh, they're all the same name. Huh. Okay, well, we're definitely going to do this one. We're going to configure it for coal. And we're going to call this Coal to Macomb A. Right? That's the naming schema I used, right? That's not it. Fleet. No, that's not it. It's supposed to be called Macomb Coal A. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. And then let's configure it stop. Isengard East. Load until full. And Macomb East unload and full. Save as coal to Macomb. Alright. That is not too bad of a start. Might be able to honestly expand to Sydney quickly and almost get all of these going. I know that these are going to get replaced with train tracks. I can't talk today. Train tracks eventually, rails. But of course we're not there yet. So we've already spent a lot of money, but you gotta spend money to make money. So I think honestly what I'm gonna focus on first, even though it has like a that's not too good of a location, I feel like, for how far apart they are. Like if I wanted to put down a station, putting down a station to reach both of these is kind of a pain. It's going to be expensive. So I think I'm just going to let it go, and I'm going to work on copying my fleet so I can strengthen my sails. I'm going to do coal because I feel like coal is the furthest thing. And we're going to pause. We're going to call it Macomb Coal B. Go. All right. We're gonna let time pass on that for a while until I need to have Isengard and Macomb come in with more wood. Oh yeah, they need a lot more wood right now. So I'm actually probably gonna copy. I'm also gonna copy Macomb wood. Go. All right, and that shouldn't be too bad. It should be moving. I know I can slap down, it's expensive for a lab. Oh God. I know I could slap down a headquarters somewhere, but I am not too concerned with that yet because I don't know which one of these cities I'm going to want to develop just yet. Even still, we're still doing kind of awful. It's going to take like 3 trucks because this is also a little further than the depot we have all the way across this land. But it's already turned orange, so that's a pretty good sign. I need another truck here at Isengard. I think I need to focus on getting it. Do I have 2 coal trucks? Yes. Yikes. Alright, well, we've just entered the first of the month. Let's see how much they can pull in without me. Okay, it turned orange. The heating plant turned orange, so it's not in danger of bankruptcy yet. So we're doing okay. At least by the game standards. You know what would be awesome to build early game is putting in warehouses in the cities would be awesome. They come in handy later on for when you switch to like automation and you have a bunch of conveyors running across your city. It eats. But we're not there yet. All right, let's see how much I can pull in through March. I think we're about halfway, a little over halfway. We've pulled in about 10,000, so it's going to be a little bit of a crawling start, but I won't make you guys wait this time. I will fast forward through the unnecessarily boring clips, unless you want to go for a ride. Isn't the scenery just so beautiful? Let's go! Oh, they gotta do a complete turnaround. That's not too bad, though. Let me out. Let me out. Hey. Oh my god. It's escape. Okay. I see. That's not bad. Okay. Oh, how much did we pull in? 10,000? That's it? Yeah, that's gonna have to change. What do I have in my fleet so far? We've got 2 wood to Macomb, 2 coal to Macomb. Difficulties with iron. I'm not too worried about these other cities because, like, what is this? I could fix your entire road system right now, my boy. What? I just don't have the money. Like, what? Some of y'all are living on the ground. So you're looking at sand. You don't have a window there, but if you did, you would be looking at sand. How does that make you feel? Oh. Anyway. All right, let's coal. I don't even have coal. Oh, yes, I do. Again, I don't think I'm not going to try to be concerned about them going bankrupt. Oh. It could fit, and then I just not worry about iron for the meanwhile, but I'm not too sure about that. I don't know how I feel about that. It's a bit expensive to be expanding this quickly. Let's focus on running more wood to Isengard. All right, let's copy and send him. I still have some cash. I think I'm going to copy coal and wood each to Macomb. So we're gonna be a little low on money, but that's okay. We're gonna copy B and we're gonna copy B. All right, and I don't need either of these, but I do need these. All right, so this is gonna be, was this wood? Nope, that's not right. I'm looking at the path, that's why. All right, this is gonna be Macomb wood C, right? Yes. And then this is gonna be Macomb coal C. Yes. All right. And hopefully that helps pull in some cash. Alright, well, clearly wood is in good supply here in Isengard. Okay, well, never mind, because demand is at 46. Yikes. It's average, that's not bad. Oh, it looks like they automatically went and got serviced. Ah, default, yeah. Service when overall condition drops to normal. Huh. And it looks like service was like $2,200. Yeah, these two look like they already got service. That's not terribly bad. Alright, it's a fresh month. Let's see how much we can pull in a month. Looks like we might pull in about 20 net, which isn't too bad. Oh, they have to go get service. Okay, so if they also get service and I pull in 20, that would be really nice. I don't know how close to that 20 we're going to be with service. I think we'll get there. 20 is a lot better than the 10, and we got some of our vehicles got service, so that's pretty decent. Okay, 25. Is 25 too hopeful? Please. Nice. And we got our coal up to average. We got our wood up to average. So that's freaking sick. Okay, we netted 17. Vehicles running. Oh, the loan interest. Ah, I would like to repay some of that, honestly. What are we at? 143. Yikes. I will say the one thing about this game is getting started is slow. Sorry, Sydney. I think I would like to make my headquarters Isengard. I'm getting really... It's very close to where I would like to be. Hold on, actually. Prices will be increased. And just nearest settlement of your choice to make selling more profitable. I definitely like Isengard. It's gonna definitely be near my headquarters, so I feel like that's really helpful. I feel like building it here is fine. Oh, perfect timing. Can I rotate it? Yup. Yeah, supplies incorporated. Slow start, but you know, we'll get there. Soon I will have an empire. An empire located at Isengard. Just call me Saruman. Alright, I'm gonna try to repay some of this. I wanna try to keep my budget at 150, but I would really like to repay this loan so I have less interest month to month. Because I only gain about like 20,000 a month, and that's not a lot. And the more I repay, the more I'll be able to pocket, so. Yeah, 24. I'm pretty sure a lab is 93,000. Oh my god, it's 98. I was wrong. I might try to sit at 250, and then once I hit 250, build the lab. I say that, but I'm not gonna be able to do any research anyway because I have no cash. I kind of gotta wait for these places to develop just a little bit more, or go ahead and extend to iron, but I think I'm just gonna wait because I think it's too late anyway. Well, no, there's still 100 days, but that's really expensive to try to save these places. Let me see. If I wanted to put a station, it's on a bridge. And it's on the border of town. Ooh, actually right here is kind of great. Hold on. I think, oh shoot, I just realized it's iron though, so I would literally have to set up a whole iron camp. Ugh, this is about to be very, very expensive. So let's see if I can make my life just a little easier. And I'm scared to see how much this road is going to cost. Okay. Okay. I still have to buy the truck though. That's not bad. Oh, I still have to connect the road. You're lying. What's the best way to connect these? This would actually be kind of nice if I, nope. If I take it out this way. That's too much. That's too expensive. Isolate a bit. Okay, how much would it be to terraform? There's no point. It's already a bridge. I would need to take this and actually, can I just, yes, connect it like this. Oh man, how much would it be? It's 45,000. I gotta play. How long until Oberlin is bankrupt? 103 days. That's enough. I think I might have to borrow a 25,000. I'm just gonna borrow a couple K. All right. Let's buy. What? I don't remember what this place is called. What's this place called? Oberlin. Yikes. I know I'm gonna be cutting it a little close because I want to copy this car. How much is it? I'll do it. All right. And that's where I'm gonna leave that. It would honestly be faster if I connected this road. Dang, and now I'm probably not gonna get a major return. Let's do this. Because it would just be a little bit faster if I could. Oh, I cooked it. Oh, I cooked it. I cooked it so bad. Well, loan time. Just gonna go ahead and borrow a couple more. Trying to make this as fast as possible. Yep, like that. Okay. That should be fine. That should be enough to keep them from going bankrupt and closing. And then once I get enough cash, I'm going to copy it one more time so that we have a total of 3 trucks going to Oberlin for iron ore. And that should hopefully bring us some influx of cash. So much for sitting at 150,000, honestly. Not what I was expecting, but that's all right. All right, let's bring in one more car for iron ore to Oberlin. All right. All right. All right, and I'm gonna let this run for quite a bit of time until I end up having some cash. All right, now that Sydney accepts wood, I think what I'm gonna try to do is run a road up and over here. Well, shoot, I should have paused. Forgot to do my own tip. Yep. And then let's get a station wherever we can fit one. Nah, that's not in range. Where do I think Sydney is about to develop? I feel like maybe if I can do one of these, that would be really good. And I'm just curious, could I like... That would be kind of sick. Yeah, okay. All right, and then let's get a depot and my fleet. We're just gonna go ahead and copy wood to Isengard, but we're gonna give it a different path. That's not it. And we're gonna call this wood to Sydney. And we're gonna call this Sydney Wood A. Nice. What makes me honestly a little nervous is... Oh, wait, never mind. I was about to say the iron... Okay, one of... Oh my god, they're moving too much. Okay. Oh, it must have needed service. Okay, I understand. Alright, that's not too bad. And then... Let me see... How much would it cost to copy Sydney Wood? 46. Okay. Well, it won't go bankrupt anytime soon, and that is the important thing. So, once I can afford it, I will buy another wood truck, and then from there I'll focus on getting more wood to Isengard since it's closest. It'll allow us to bring in the most money the fastest. So, I appreciate that. Alright, so it seems like Sydney is not getting enough wood, so I'm gonna go ahead and copy the truck. Sand is crazy. I might need like 4 trucks to Sydney, honestly. I might do one more. Alright, now I'll let that run. Let it go! I know Sydney now accepts coal, but I don't really have the money to sustain a trip there. And of course it developed into a place that I cannot reach, so that would require a whole different station. And I feel like they're... That was the wrong button. Oh, this is garbage. It would have to be smack dab right here for it to reach them both, which I could technically do if I connect that strip of road, but the expense is not cute. I guess what I will do is I'll set it up for later, maybe. Hopefully we can still get it before it goes bankrupt, and then hopefully what I can do is switch these over so that instead of southeast, it delivers to northeast. So every truck here, let's switch this. It's just gonna go to northeast. Okay. And then I'm gonna refund this. And the road. Nice. Okay. And then that might make it a little bit easier to... Can I actually take a look? Need my fleet. Are these trucks able to configure? No, they're not. Okay, so these are strictly wood trucks. I would have to copy... Let me get my garage. I'd have to copy one of these coal trucks. It's gonna be free. I'm gonna get at least one going. And we're gonna switch this to an individual route and then have it pick up coal at Isengard East and then unload at Sydney Northeast. And it's configured for coal. We're gonna call this Sydney Coal A. Power that bad boy on and save it as coal. Alright. Then we can deliver some coal to Sydney. And that's not too slow. Oh, that's not it. Where's the truck? Is it this one? Yep. Alright, that's hopefully not too bad. Perfect. And the goal is just to not have a place be awful. They can be bad. They could be bad, they could be average, they could be good. But they cannot be awful. Look at all these trucks. My fleet grows with every day. Every month. But how much would it be to copy this? Well, let me think. Do I already have 2? I have 3 wood to Sydney? Are you serious? That's crazy. Okay, well then I'm gonna see how much it is to copy this coal 48. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And we're gonna call this Sydney Coal B. Alright, and we're gonna release him and he's gonna go. And now we're gonna let this continue to develop so that I can get some cash. Cause my goodness, we're cutting it a little close this month. I should be alright though. And then let's see how much I actually pull in for a month with this fleet. Once it starts actually earning cash. There we go. Okay. And I really want to send at least one more truck to Isengard. I feel like if I can get it green, that's going to really be helpful. And I know as I go, more places. Okay, perfect. Sydney already is doing good with wood. I know that more of these businesses are going to pop up, and trying to handle them while I keep some cash is going to be a little difficult, but it's an evolving situation. It will be an evolving situation. So I'm going to let this run. Oh yeah, the sand can go bankrupt. That's fine. I don't even have sand unlocked. Alright, now that we have some cash and Isengard accepts some iron, I'm gonna go ahead and send some iron to Isengard. I feel like that's gonna be really helpful. So, that's not it. Fleet. I'm just gonna copy the ones that go to Oberlin. Oh, it's out of reach. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. All I'm gonna do... It literally just needs to be like here. You're lying. Okay, that's on me. That's on me. It's fine. It has to be flat though. Ah, shoot. Okay, wait. Let me... That's not it. I have to terraform. And then add in some road. Nope, a little more. Yeah, that'll do it. And then hopefully all my trucks don't get lost. But really quick, let's take a look. There we go. All right. I was afraid of that. Okay, yeah, they all got lost. Okay, so anything going to Isengard really quick needs to be fixed. The heck? Can I? There we go. Okay. Okay, so that's wood to Isengard. I think that's maybe it, because these don't get lost. And I think that was the only thing going there. And I just fixed the whole route. So it should be fine. Okay, I think that's fine. And then I'm going to do one more iron to Isengard. Okay. And that should bring in some more cash. Perfect. Alright, now that I'm flush with a little bit more cash, which is what, okay, sand. I was about to say I was gonna increase the amount of trucks going to Isengard since they just went higher, but Oberlin now accepts coal, so I think I might try to send some trucks to Oberlin for coal. So let's see. That's not it. Can this be configured to coal? Yes, it can. So I'm just gonna straight copy. And we're gonna change this. Nope, that's iron. It's supposed to be coal. Yeah. Oh, and I just realized it needs to be renamed. Okay. And I think I'm gonna need at least 2, so I'm actually gonna copy that too. And we're gonna make this Oberlin Coal B. Set that boy off. All right, this is interesting. Are you gonna connect the road here? Like, what is this development doing? You can't. All right, well, Oberlin just received its first delivery of coal. All right. Okay, now that we're kind of steadily bringing in some cash, I'm gonna go ahead and copy iron ore going to Isengard. And I'm gonna let that run. I'm gonna build a laboratory down here because I feel like this is where I'm gonna build my base. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the lab right about here. And with that, I'll be able to start research. And I really want to get started on this manufacturing. So that's gonna be the first thing I start with. That manufacturing is gonna allow me to spread very, very easily. All right, and with that, let me take a look at my fleet. right. I think this is a good place to leave this first episode. So yes, this is my reintroduction to Voxel. I'm gonna actually try to play through this one in its entirety, because I've seen a lot of you guys trying to look for Voxel playthroughs, and so rest assured I'm gonna keep the Voxel coming. So stay tuned, and if you really enjoyed this video, please let me know by giving the video a like, and yeah, let me know what is your favorite city so far. Hopefully it's the Empire of Isengard. But thanks for watching, and tune into the next episode.